Hello and congratulations on the purchase of your Coachmen Leprechaun 317 SA. My name is Russ. I'm going to do an orientation with you today. We'll start here in the engine compartment. So start right over here. You have your coolant. You have your brake fluid here. Check your oil, your dipstick's right down there. Then over here, check your transmission fluid. Fill your oil. Wash your fluid, of course your battery. All right, go around the side over here. Underneath you do have some storage. Next to that is your generator. I'll come back to the generator once I get this slide closed up, and then we can go over that a little better. Next to your generator is your power cord, and also where you're going to plug your power cord in if you're going to run off the generator. So you'll plug it in there. Right now I have it plugged into our 30 amp shore power. But if you don't have shore power to plug into, you're going to start your generator first, and then you're going to plug the cord right into here. Right above, next to that, this is your furnace. Below that is your water heater. That's just the furnace vent. Your water heater, this is gas only on this unit. Plug right here, drain plug. So you're ready to empty it out, just take that plug out. It's going to drain right from here. Otherwise you're going to use it, you plug in. Once you hook your water up, it's going to start filling your water heater. You just want to make sure there's water in it before you turn it on. There is a switch inside the coach. You're going to flip that on and it'll light up on its own. You don't have to do anything else with it. It's a electronic ignite. You can check to see if there's water in it by lifting up on this relief valve right here, and water will come out of here. Right over here, this is where all the fun happens. Your wastewater tanks. So you're going to take your wastewater hose, hook it up here, take that cap off, hook your hose up there. The other end goes to your septic. And then you have a black handle black tank and your gray handle gray tank. Black tank is your toilet, gray is your dirty sink and shower. So pull that black first, let that empty, then pull the gray. That gray dirty sink and shower water is going to help wash the black out of your hose. Help keep that cleaned. Once you're done with that, put your cap back on. You're all good. Close those valves. Right above that, this is an input for cable or satellite. Some parks have cable service. Some people take along a portable satellite dish. And right here, that's where you're going to fill your tank, your fuel tank. Tells you unleaded fuel only. Right here, this is where your water hookups will be. So you have this blue valve here, and on here it tells you what it means. So if it's down like it is, it's on city water. So you'll just hook a hose up to here and you have pressured water through that hose. So that's full hookup camping. If you don't have that pressured hose to hook up here, then you're going to move this. It's like that. And now you're under your tank fill. So you'll take a hose, maybe at home or at the beginning of the park you're at, put a hose to that. It's going to fill your freshwater tank, and then you take that hose off, and now you're ready to use the freshwater tank. All you have to do is turn your water pump on. So you're going to use either your freshwater tank or your city water. You're not going to use them both at the same time. If you have your water pump on when you have a pressured hose connected through in here, you could create too much pressure, you could burst your lines. So pressured hose or water pump, never both. I'm going to leave it down here on city. Right next to that, this is your black tank flush. So you just take this cap off right here, hook a hose to that, and it's going to wash your black tank out. So you're going to keep your wastewater hose hooked up to there. You're going to keep that gray handle closed, pushed in. You're going to keep that black handle open. Hook the hose to that, turn it on. It's like an upside down sprinkler system, and your black tank's going to help flush it out. So you just want that to stay open, that black tank, so all that waste can flush out. Once you're happy it's clean, then unhook your hose, close your valves back up, and you're good to go. Right here, this is just a little light. That's all it does. Like I said, this is the water pump. So if you use your freshwater tank, your rustic camping, turn that water pump on. Next to that is an outdoor shower. You have hot and cold water with a little shower head. Right inside here, some goodies. You just go through these. These were left by the previous owners, it looks like. You do have your starter kit that comes with your unit. So you have wastewater hose in there, a few extras. You do have a backup camera on here. Nice big storage compartment. Of course, your ladder so you can get up on the roof and do maintenance if you need to, which you'll want to do at least once a year. You want to treat your roof with a rubber roof cleaner and conditioner at least once a year. Recommended twice. More storage in here. And then over here you could use this for storage, or you can have a TV out here. There is a TV output right there and a plug on this side, so there's a spot to mount a TV if you choose to do so. Right down here you are solar ready, so if you have a portable solar panel you can plug it in there. It will trickle charge your battery. More storage right in here, and then right under here is your propane. And it does have a gauge on here to tell you how much propane is in here. This is your on-off valve, and this is where it will be filled when you go to get your tank filled by professionals. And then you do have your awning. This is a manual awning. So what you're gonna do, I can't do this because I'm just one person out here. It takes two people usually, or at least two hands, and I have one hand right now. But you're just going to disconnect these, and then up here in the top right corner you'll see a little lever, and there's a tool inside the camper you're going to use. It says roll up and roll down, so I want to roll it down. I'm going to pull that lever down. Then I'll take that same tool, connect it right there, and then give the awning a good pull. It's going to pull out. Once it's out, you need to raise it up. So you're going to lift up on this handle, and that will raise your awning up. And that's all you do. And then just the reverse of that to bring it down. Well, after you bring it down, make sure you lock these back into place. And I'll send along, I'll try to find a video on manual awnings, and I'll send that to you as well. All right, that is the outside of your camper. We'll come back to that generator in a little bit, but we'll get started on the inside now. All right, so right by your door you do have a bunch of switches here. These are all light switches, and then your battery disconnect is right here. So if you want to shut 12 volt off going to the camper, just turn that to the off position. Right now the battery is on. So these are all lights, and you have front cap lights here as well. Fire extinguisher. Of course, your sink. Right above your sink, kind of to the side here, is your control panel. And you also have a spot for TV hookup right here. This is your antenna booster. So if you want local channels, make sure that booster is on. If you're watching cable or satellite, have that turned off. So right down here, back to the control panel, the very top button, you have your water pump. So if you use that fresh water tank, turn that water pump on, then you'll have water pressure. To use your water heater, once your water heater is full, make sure there's water in it, and turn your propane on. Then you'll just flip this switch right here, and your water heater will light up on its own. Take about 20-30 minutes before you start feeling it get kind of hot. So you do need to give yourself a little bit of time before you want to use it. These two buttons here are for your slide outs. So you just simply push the button in and hold it, and that will move your slides in or out. I'm gonna push this back out, and they will just stop when they're done, when they're all the way in or all the way out. So this is for the bedroom, this is for the living area. Generator, you can start and stop your generator from here. So just push the start button and hold it down until it starts. This is to prime your generator. So you're going to actually hold this down That light will come on, and now I can start the generator. I'm going to stop it right there. So you can start it and stop it from here, but first prime it. So just wait for that blue light to come on, hold it for about 5 seconds after that light comes on, 5 or 10 seconds, and then start it. This will show you your hours of your generator. And then right here you can check your levels. So your LP gas, your battery, freshwater tank, your black, your gray. There's an auxiliary here, but I don't think that is connected with anything because you just have one gray tank. That would be a second gray tank, which you do not have. So that will always read empty. But as they fill, these lights will light up, so you know how full your gray, fresh, and black tanks are. And as your battery goes down and your LP goes down, you'll be losing lights on here. Right next to your control panel is your thermostat. So you're going to push the mode button. There's your fan. I could set the fan speed to whatever I want. I'll just leave it on auto. There's your air conditioning. Set your temperature. There's your furnace. Same thing. Set the temperature to what you want. Push it one more time. That light is on. That means that it is off. You turned it off. So I'm going to turn the air on. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. So this is your antenna booster. This is your antenna. Your antenna does not go up or down. It just spins in a circle. So just push this little button right here and just give it a turn to fine tune your station if you're watching local channels. There is an arrow right here. Make sure that is pointed towards the front of the coach when you're traveling. All right, and down below here you have a furnace vent. So any vents along the floor are for your furnace. Any vents up in the ceiling, they are for your air conditioning. Right down here, that is your carbon monoxide LP detector. Above that is your fuse box, fuses and breakers. They are all labeled here. So there are not extra fuses in here, so you might want to pick some up to have on hand, just in case, you never know. Right, go up towards the bathroom area. You just have some good storage in here as well. So all these cabinets, good storage. Go through the bathroom here. Right inside the door is your light switch. You do have GFI plug here. And then you have your medicine cabinet. Right here, this latch, make sure that's on there for travel, or if you just want to lock somebody in there. Right, you have a nice shower in here. Fan up above. Turn this, open up your vent, or your cover there, turn your fan on. Be sure before you travel, you have this down. Otherwise you will lose that lid pretty quick. Porcelain toilet with a foot pedal flush. So halfway down on the pedal brings water in, all the way down will flush it. You do have latches kind of throughout on the doors. Make sure your doors are closed when you're traveling. Make sure your latches are on. That way your doors aren't slamming back and forth. Good storage in here as well. You do have your TV right here. This is on here for travel. Another light switch for your bedroom. Right there is a charging station, so you have USB and 12 volts. Lights underneath as well, somebody added that light. These lights here, they have push button on them, so you have some reading lights. Right, more storage. Your closet in here. Not much to the bedroom area or the bathroom, just the vents. That's the main thing. Make sure your vents are closed when you travel, or if it's raining. If it's raining, it's going to rain on your bed if you have that open. So we'll go back down the hallway here, go towards the kitchen area. Your microwave, standard microwave just like at home. Fan and light right here, and then your stovetop. you're going to put it on the lights and then turn the sparker until it lights. And you'll do that with all the burners. Sometimes it takes more than one turn to get it to light, but this time it didn't, but sometimes it does. Your pilot right here for your oven, put on pilot, hold that button in, and at the same time you're going to take a match and you're going to put a flame right down there. But you do need to hold this in while you're doing that. That releases the gas down there. Now this sparker has an arrow on it. Only turn this to the right. Turn that to the left, it will break it. So be careful not to do that. Another light switch here. And then your refrigerator. Your refrigerator is gas or electric. So power button's right here. As long as you have it on auto, it's going to run off electricity. If you lose power, it will switch automatically to gas. You don't have to do anything. Just make sure your propane is open and it will light up on its own. Otherwise, you have this switch out. It is gas only. And if this check light comes on, it means you cannot find the gas. So either your gas is turned off or it's empty. If that happens, just make sure your gas is on. Turn the fridge off, then back on, and it will try to relight for you. But as long as you're plugged in and you have it on auto, you're running off electricity. And all of those instructions are right here in the freezer. Turn that off. Alright, you have your couch here with seat belts. This does go into a bed, so just lift up on the front. It will flop right down for you. And to bring it back, lift up on the front again, but you're going to pull on the back a little bit as you push the bottom in. Just like that. Alright, good storage up there. You have your bed area up here, and you do have a ladder which will connect on here. This right here snaps into place. You can remove this whole piece right here if you want to. Another vent you want to make sure is closed before you're traveling. Light switch right up here. Not much to it really. More light switches up here. They kind of hide them on you. And then you have your dinette, which is down in the bed form right now. But to use this, just remove the cushions. They'll just go right back here. You're going to raise the table up. So there's a little lever right here. Okay, so I had to move these cushions, so I paused it for a sec. But this, the table just simply lifts up. It will snap into place. It's like that. When you're ready to bring it, and you want to put this on here, that way it doesn't go down on you while you're sitting at it. So you're ready to bring it down into a bed, just move this, simply push it. And it goes right down in the bed, then you can put your cushions back where they need to be. Pretty nice design. Right underneath, you open this up, your TV's here. And then right underneath where you can pull it down, so you have a handle here, you can pull that TV right down. You have this lever here, so you just give that a turn, so this right here, and it will stay down. Ready to raise it back up, just turn that lever again, and it will raise up on its own, and it'll get out of your way. You have a spot here for, if you want a DVD player. And that is the inside of your camper. We'll go up towards the front here, driver's seat. Not much to it, it's just like any other vehicle up here. So you have your, if you're going to tow, you're going to push on here so you can tow, if you can see that very well. Your blinkers, wipers, brights, all your lights over here. Turn the key on a little bit. Fan speed, heat, defrost. Turn this on. Maybe. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to go to the main menu. So right here you can play a CD, you have a radio, you can put a USB in here, maybe have some music on it. You can listen to Pandora if you have a prescription, or subscription, not prescription. That's not good. Thing with Sirius XM, subscription for that as well. Your settings. So you can go through your settings page. You can connect your phone, and you can have an SD card as well. This does a lot. Your steering wheel controls you can set up right here. There's HDMI, and then you can go to your camera. So there's the backup camera. You can see your ladder here and your bumper. Back to menu, and then you can hook up AV wires. We're going to go back to the beginning. Set radio station. So you can go through this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Everything is labeled in its own category. But you're going to hold on the silver button. You're going to push it to turn it on and hold it down to turn it off. Alright. And that is it. So we'll go back over here. So I'm going to get this closed up, and then next thing you'll see is your generator outside. Okay, so right under this little latch here, this is your generator. So to open your generator, you have this guy here. Just lift that up, and then this whole thing, you have two actually right here. So these will allow the lid to come off. You can start your generator from out here with this button here. So you do have your primer, so it says stop, prime, and start. So just hold that down. Same as inside, except this is a red light. Now hold this. So that's how you start it from outside. You do, if you need to change the oil, you do need to check your oil. Just check it through here. But change your oil regularly on this. It'll last you a long time. I'm going to put this lid back on.